They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Eagles offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game of offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. With the catch, it's Bradshaw. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 46-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Pulls it in. It's Green. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Off play action on first down. Floating away. He's going to take off.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen. And this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over USF. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson is quick to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Runs through the tackle. Just shit! And runs through another guy. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Makes the catch. It's Milner. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's got him still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Ready to try the point after. And the the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. He's got his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll run the option. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Fafita. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
On to kick it away.
They boot it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on the move.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Dallas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gregory. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got a little space. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to pass, it's Dyer. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the air, it's Fafita. Completes it in the middle. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver.
There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Quarterback on the keeper. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Gives it on the option.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. From the red zone, it's Anderson. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. try to pick it up on the ground. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Dyer. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And he will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. From the gun. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Give to Brown. Oh, he got loose. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. Here's an open space downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Caught over the middle. It's Welch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 13 to Penn State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run play action. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rush is on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. It's one thing not to believe in punting, but to go for it that deep in your own end and give away a first. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on.
And this this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to keep running. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
At the 37, it's 3rd down.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Gregory. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Gary.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.